Hello, had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, but I came back. I'm here. So, welcome everybody, and thank you for joining and coming in on round two, I guess you'll say. My name's Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, coming in and giving you the 411 on the cosmic crazies shenanigans of the world. So, come on in. Yes, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're coming in. Um, thank you. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it down. It's already 75 degrees here. It's going up to in the mid 80s. We have a heat wave going on here. But it's even though it's cloudy and stuff, it's still great. It's still fairly warm today. So putting on my cool clothes, just the mama cool clothes. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. I am on Mary Jane Tracy page. I am on the Guru Mama page and Periscope all at once. So thank you for joining me. For those who are on Facebook, I may not be able to see your comments, but I will read your comments after the broadcast. Okay. I do see all of Periscope's part. I see all of theirs, what they're putting out there. It's muggy out here in Rocky. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit muggy. It's supposed to rain, but it didn't rain. I don't know. So, are you guys ready for today? Are you ready for the rest of the week? We have Uranus is squaring the moon, and the moon is in Leo. So we're in the dark phases of the moon as we are with this square. So let's explain this square. What does this mean? What does it mean with Uranus squaring the moon? So Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So it's the ruler of groups, connection, having those connections. And he's in Taurus, and Taurus rules relationships, what kind of relationships we value. It rules our money and it rules our health. So Taurus, it's a fixed earth sign, and it rules where we are wanting to connect and having those connections. And Uranus being there, and Uranus is electrical, right? So and it's very, very electrical. So this is coming in, and it is a connection to God, right? And having that connection to God. And that connection to God right now, it's been turned off. So you got to think that, not saying, no, okay, I know a few people are going to be free. What do you mean my connection to God is turned off? What the fuck you mean? What I'm saying is now it's taking you and looking at and saying, hey, I'm going retrograde right now. I want you to really take a look at what your values are. Plus, it is the dark phases of the moon. And having the dark phases of the moon mean it is dark before it gets to the light, before it has the new moon. And in this dark phase it's an inward journey. It is a journey about inwardness. It's about a journey about our values. If it's not feeling right, if you're going to go do something and it's half-assed and it doesn't feel good, this is where this connection comes in. It is about us moving towards that what we really, really desire and want. It's like, are these, are these the people you want to have around? Is this a person that you want to be communicating with or not? That's where this is coming in. And it's coming forth and bringing in some real funky energy. And that's what Uranus does. It shakes things up. It shakes things up for you to wake the fuck up, for you to take a look at truly, intensely what it is, because Uranus is retrograde till January 2021. If it is not in your values, if it is not in your alignment, and you are still going ahead with it, it's going to feel very funky. It's going to feel very, it's not going to feel right. It's not going to feel right. And it's going to be a fight to get it done. And that's the whole thing. This is about listening. When we listen to our intuition, when we allow ourselves to be guided by our intuition, that's where the connection is. The connection is within you. But many of us are looking for some outside form of stimulation. And this is where it comes forth. Now, I'm just looking at a chat going on right now with Lexi, and Lexi is, I try not to be mean to anyone. I'm always shocked at, oh, you're always shocked at people's nastiness. I'm a Scorpio. No, I'm never shocked at people's nastiness. And all my Scorpios in the 5th house. So my 5th house is Leo, right? Leo is the ruler of the 5th house. So I have all of my energy in the 5th house with Scorpio. So that means I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do. And spending lots of time outside and staying away. Yeah, and that's exactly what you have to do. And you can't hold on to what people say. That's the whole thing, is that people are trying to figure out their own shit. But people aren't used to figuring out their own shit. They want you to figure it out for them. So when you book a reading, or when I give you a reading is for your guidance. And it's amazing how when I'm giving people a reading, how they re-ask the same question over and over and over again, and not listening to the message that is coming through to them, and not listening to what the information is as I'm explaining it to them. And they're still hanging on because they're wanting whatever is not working, or whatever is not in their alignment, to still continue to work. And they're wanting it to work. They're grabbing on to whatever it is and wanting it to happen, right? And they will lash out on other people. They're going to lash out onto others because they want you to fix it. So that is a projection. There's a projections that are going on by other people saying things. But this is your world. This is your world. What do you want in your world? And this is, it's about loving yourself. Yes, it is. It's like I hear people say, I just want to find love. I want to find that trueness. So I want the best career. I want to have happiness, and give me that happiness. Well, you got to be your happy generator. And this is where Uranus is going to shake things up. And Tamara started yoga. God bless you. Yes. Embracing that part. This is where you start to look at energies that are coming in and around you. The thing is, I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do. And in the past, I have done things that, I guess I'm going to do them. And it's been a struggle to get them done. It's been a struggle to put them forward or accomplish, because I was doing something that wasn't allowing myself to flow. And this energy, and especially when the moon is trining Uranus, and it's going to be trining Uranus all day, just an FYI. It's not just a blimp. It's going to be going in there and trining it until it comes up to the sun tomorrow, which is the new moon. And with that, we have the sun and Mercury conjuncting. It is a cazini. That's what it's called. It's conjuncting, and Mercury's moving very fast right now. And after this, it's going to slow down. Why? Well, Mercury will be going retrograde. Where will Mercury be going retrograde? In Scorpio. So here we have this energy that's coming up, that is getting us to say, hey, listen, how do you want your kingdom? You're queen, you're a king. What do you want? This is Leo energy. It is where you're sitting and you're saying, okay, this is what I want to work on. This is where I want to go to, because when the ninth house came in, it's about faith. It is about coming into that faith. It is that journey. It's the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands coming in, saying, where do you want to journey? And it's not always a physical journey. This is an internal journey. And this internal journey is causing this. And this card showed up again. That's what it's causing. It's causing a revolution within inside ourselves, because we're seeing what doesn't value in our lives, what isn't of value in our lives. We're seeing it, we're feeling it, and we are going through this in a way that is bringing in transformation and change. But we got to trust and sense the true emotions, and it's water. After the sun moves out of here, because this is the last week the sun is in Leo. When the sun moves out, it is in Virgo. And bringing that energy. What's that? What's the cards? What's the cards? What are the cards' name that I'm using? These are the cards I'm using. So once this energy starts coming in, it is getting us to really dig deep into our values. The thing about war is that if you really value something, if you really truly believe in something, you're not going to go out there and fight others to prove that's what it is that you want. You're not going to push upstream to get it and create it to make it happen. You're not going to use that energy to do that. That's not what you're going to do. You're going to look within inside yourself and say, this is what I need to do. This is where I need to go. This is the energy I wish to go towards. And trusting and sensing this internal peace. Will it cause disruption? Probably. Probably. The reason why it's going to cause disruptions is because people around you aren't always going to agree with everything. And some people don't know what their values are. And the reason they don't know what their values are is because they don't actually take a look at their life and see. And let's just do it for instance. So one of the things, okay. One thing, people will say, I value my coffee. I value getting my coffee from Starbucks. That is important to me. Will I falter on that? No. Will I drink Tim Hortons? No. Will I go to another coffee plot? Yeah, maybe, but I'll always go back to Starbucks. That's my coffee. That's where I won't falter. My spiritual self in what I do spiritually. Will I falter on it? No. My connections, what I do and how I work, and this is my life. This I will not falter on. Excuse me. I will not give somebody else the power over it. That's the thing. Great coffee shop. So there are parts in our lives that we have to look at. Where is it that we won't falter? And where is it that we are true to ourselves? Because that's what Uranus wants, that we value to go forth and continue on. Because right now, with the Mafia brothers, so tight in Capricorn, it is having us really look at our structure and our maintaining. You're going to find today a lot of spewing is going to come out from people. A lot of people are going to be spewing things on the media, news. And this is where you take a look and you say, what is it that, where am I going to align myself and my truth? And that's going to be an important one. Many people have ditched their values. Yeah, fear. A lot of people are fearful right now. There's a lot of fear, and there's, when you get into the South Node in Sagittarius, people want other people to fix it. They're waiting for that fix to happen. And they're waiting for the fix. This is where we have to come to to understand. They're spying on you again, Tamara. This is where we've never, ever had such intensity in the world like this, like we're having right now. When the pandemic hit in 1918, they just ended a world war. So one, the mind frame is, okay, fuck, well, let's fix this and get it done. Okay, we just finished a world war, a war where we lost thousands, millions of our fathers and our brothers and our sisters. This is where, okay, we have this pandemic going on. What do we need to do? And people were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get it done so we can get back to normalcy. We have in our life right now, in our world, and especially in North America, where we have never, ever experienced things truly like that. Such devastation. We've had devastation, but not to that factor for that long, for that much oppression. After World War I, there was a lot of rebuilding, even in England, in many different countries, on trying to figure out something new in their life, right? So that's why there was a great immigration that came over to North America, because people were wanting something new, something different. They were looking for the golden nugget, I would say. And this is where, for us, we've been living a life of luxury. We've been living in a world where things are at our beck and call at any time. And now comes the energy of saying, and a force that we cannot see nor control is coming in and saying, this is what's going to happen. And so many of us rebel. We are unsure. We don't know. We can't see it. And it causes, all kinds of topsy-turvy. Hence, all of these boys down in Capricorn, causing chaos in the world. And the thing is that when Mars conjuncts Eris retrograde next month, this is where it's like, you want chaos? Eris will give you chaos if you're not standing in your truth of who you are or your values, because chaos will fight against all the other stuff that is unimportant. And that's what we're going to see in this world. We're going to see that chaos. We're going to see that crazy. We're going to see that nuttiness. But this is where we come in, and this is where this dark phase comes in to say, okay, where do we stand firm in our own selves and our own beliefs? And how can we do that and bring our light into this world? It's not an easy task. But, gotta love my butts. Y'all signed up for this. Y'all signed up to be on this earth walk, to not have it so easy, to be the light. Whether that's the light to your family, whether that's the light to your friends, to the people that you work with, to be that light, not to be condescending and be a fucking dick and say, you got to read this. This is the only way. No. This is where you come in with an understanding and say, yeah, this is what I believe in. And I believe it is true for me and my road. And that's important. That's what is important. And for many of the people out there, they can't see it. And that's where a lot of this is coming in. And that's why this card keeps appearing. Because it's letting you know shit is going to start hitting the fan. In our own, when we in our own world aren't allowing ourselves to ignite and be who we need to be. So I had to do a little bit of thinking today. Thinking. That's what I do. Yesterday, I went on a beautiful hike with my grandson. I posted the pictures up there on Instagram, and where we went to a place called Troll Mountain, or Troll Falls, I should say, out in the Kananaskis area outside of Calgary. It's not that far, but it is a hike. It is a low to medium hike. It's not a high grade hike, but it is one that you got to make sure that you wear your proper clothing. I mean, I saw people going on this hike and I was just like, I'm sorry, you don't hike in some of the clothing that people were hiking in. It's just not good. Mateus and I had fun. It was just Mateus and I who went on the hike. My husband went so far and he said, "Nope, I'm going back in the car." And he didn't even get on the trail yet. And he went back in the car. So he went back to the car and Steve waited for us. I think he had to wait for a couple hours for us to come back down. And which was fine because he was in an air-conditioned car. There was water. There was goodies in there. He could just sort of zone out, do his thing, talk to people as they're going by, do the Steve thing. And Mateus and I had fun. He led the way. He said he was leading the way, which was awesome. And the analogy that I got was like he was my inner child leading the way, allowing myself to, enjoy. So I wore sandals. I always wear my Birkenstocks. So I wore my Birkenstocks. Mateus wore, he has some really good Nike sandals, that he wore. But I saw people wearing like I saw women in their full outfits, like Muslim women wearing their full outfits. And I'm just like, oh my God, you are going to die going up here. Because it was very hot. It was 32 degrees Celsius, which is over 80 degrees plus. And we're going up into a mountainous area. And you got to, and some of them just had a little tiny bottle of water. So it's a different heat here. And it is very, when that sun comes in, it is very hot and it's very intense, even though that we were on a trail with a lot of mountains. And this is where, when I was looking at things, when I was looking at our hike, with Mateus and I, where he was running, this kid just runs. He's going to be a sprinter. I swear to God, he could be a marathon runner. He's got that stamina. He's got the stamina to just go. He's 5. I'm not. And he could just go. He was running up the hill, right? And it was awesome. And it was great seeing us, be there and be by the falls. And of course, when you get by the falls, it's very beautiful. And we went to the upper part of the falls. I went up as far as I could go. Then I was done. There's probably a good another mile up the falls or half mile up the falls. But I thought, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. But this is where my thought went when we were doing this. And I was thinking of the natives and how this land must have been so pristine and water being such an essential. And it was amazing. It was amazing how many creek beds were dried up. Like you could see where the water used to rush down, and there is no water whatsoever. So you could see that in the area. So, you know, where the drought is, and even though we've had a lot of water, and the weirdest part, and this is what I thought was weird, there was no snow on the mountains. Maybe a tiny speck. But when you looked at the mountains, there was no snow. And usually there is snow on the mountains. There is something on the mountains. And I'm just like, wow. Okay. So of course, here I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at things in my own little way, but how we are so detached from our sensing, from our water, of really coming into our water and coming into our flow, and allowing ourselves to go in with the flow. And that's what's so important. And how at times when the sun came in, you could feel it, and it was very stinging on the skin. And of course, I was sweating, like I was, you know, through this all, which was awesome. And embracing that, embracing the beauty of all of that, embracing the beauty of what the ancestors of that ground endured and had. And this is where I feel this is where we need to come into our connection, coming into our connection with the earth, with our alignments, with our inner child. Because the fifth house is the inner child. It's Leo. It's allowing for our creation, our creativity to come forward, and that fire to ignite within us, along with understanding. Like, we need all of the elements as we go through our life. We need them all. But this is embracing. As I'm saying that, I'm going to grab my water. Embracing a lot of that inner knowing or innerness and that childness within us. That's why all last week I said, you got to get out, go have fun, go have fun, go have fun, go have fun. And now it's like, oh, okay. Now comes the work part. Because the fun part was us discovering the things we like to do. And when the sun leaves this week, leaves and goes into Virgo, this is about putting down. This is the sixth house. This is about what is our world around us. What is our routine? What is our health? What is important to us? So when it goes into Virgo and organizing, getting things together. So during this dark phase, and this is going back to what I was thinking about, and I was, because I usually do mini readings for the full moon and the new moon. And I will be doing mini readings, and I'm going to put it out today, but I'm doing very limited. In fact, the number that keeps coming into my mind is 5 mini readings. That's it. And the reason why only 5, well, that's one that my guides are saying. And 5, just allowing for some of my energies to flow and not being over inundated. So I'm not doing 10, I'm not doing 12. I've done up to 20 readings for the full moon and new moon, but this moon there's only 5. So for this energy, so for the new moon readings, if you are wishing, is $25 still. And you have to send payment through PayPal. PayPal.me/the Guru Mama. I will not, please don't send me questions. Don't send me questions right now. So people have been inundating me with questions again. If you want to book a reading, lovely, book a reading. But don't send questions, personal questions that you want me to answer. Okay? If that makes any, it's not that I'm trying to be a bitch about this, but I'm also honoring my energy, because people have to understand what I do. I go into spirit when I do things. So I'm channeling. And this is where, if you are wanting to get info, or you're wanting, you have to send payment. That's what I do. That's what keeps the roof over my head. That's what keeps me doing what I do. Doing the mini readings on for this right now is just I'm just, how do I put it? I'm just doing this because I feel it's something that I want to do, right? So this isn't a money maker. $25 for mini readings is not a money maker. I usually charge $40 actually for it. So this is, if you are wanting it, I know Candace said she wants one. So Candace is one. So there's only 4 left. So this is bringing in 4 more, right? Of course, it should be paid. Yeah, I know, Lexi. But I've had, and I'm not the only one. I've had, there's been a few other women who've had, that I know of, been inundated with questions by clients or by people, because they're searching. But I put it this way: if you were able to pay and get your nails done and get your hair done and go fucking tanning and buy yourself a whole bunch of shit for yourself, yet you haven't looked at your spiritual self first, and that's how I look at it, then that what you are asking really isn't that important to you. Just saying. So, because I see it. So no Starbucks. So Candace is giving Starbucks up $25. You spend more than that at Starbucks. I know you. So and it's what is your priorities. I understand that people have to keep a roof over their head and they have to pay. I mean, definitely I should not be the first thing you pay. I mean, your rent, your food, keeping things of priority, that's priority. But if you want a reading but you put something of luxury over it and you still want to get it for free, that's where I have issues. But if it's like I'm on a strict budget and stuff, that's why my readings are on a pay scale, right? So I get 5. Well, today I drink Americanos, so with an extra shot. So today I have a 5-shot Americano misto. I drink mistos. So I could easily give myself a reading, but nothing beats having it done for you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, so that's why I have my readings on a paying scale online. So I'm doing it online. So today I will put it up. I only have 4 left because Candace took one. So I only have 4 readings left, and you guys will receive them probably later on today. And today, for people who are doing ritual, and if you're doing any type of ritual for the new moon, it is in Leo. So I would definitely get yellow or orange to represent the sun. Bring in orange flowers or yellow flowers. So if you have sunflowers or anything like that, you can go out and get them. That would be a beautiful energy to have for yourself. The oils or essential oils would be anything that is like sort of hot oils, hot. So lemon would be nice because it's yellow, cloves, ginger, cinnamon, sweet orange. Those are all really nice essential oils for this. Okay, so I only have 3. Starting yoga and cacao ceremony. Yes, I got my cacao too. I'm going to have some of that this afternoon. And if you are, sunstones are a really beautiful stone to have. Carnelian, citrine are very nice to have. Even yellow calcite, if you have yellow calcite. So anything that's yellow and orange, start bringing in. Look at, I'm wearing orange today. See, I got orange on. So yellow and orange. So bringing those colors in and having them in and around you. So this is working with your solar and your sacral. So we're dealing with the solar and sacral energies. And that is your creativity, and that is your outward of trusting and bringing your values to the world and trusting the guidance that is coming in, right? So coming in and allowing yourself to come into that trusting and come into the trust, okay? So that's where this energy is coming in. And of course, it is getting hot and stuffy in here. So of course, I'm going to put my hand up now. So this is where you guys need to look into. So if you have an orange or yellow shirt, put on an orange or yellow shirt. If you don't have a yellow candle, then I would do a white candle. Okay. So having that lit, and you can have one lit for today and tomorrow. The type of incense that I love, I mean, because I use this brand now. So I have this, it's called Celestial Opium. And it is, oh my God, it is so wonderful. So I'm going to be burning a lot of this today and tomorrow and bringing that energy in. So, so guidance, working with the heart too, heart energy. So doing that. So I'm going to send you guys out with so much love. Now I got an itchy nose. Oh, sending you guys out with so much love and trust, know that the Lord and the Lady are watching over you and guiding you always. And that you do have a beautiful connection with the divine, and that the divine is there. But this is where it's coming in for you to really look and needing to flex your values within your life and what's important. So have a blessed one, everyone. Bye-bye.